Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my course Learn Deep Learning Get Hired. Now, why it is important to learn deep learning for hiring? So basically, deep learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that is totally focused on neural networks and a very large scale data learning. So learning this branch can significantly improve your chances of getting a very good job. The second reason is that it is highly in demand in many industrial areas such as tech, healthcare, robotics, finance, gaming, and automation. So the world needs the people who can understand deep learning, who can implement the algorithms of deep learning, and who can relate deep learning to the latest artificial intelligence techniques. And it is also the building block of generative AI. We know today's world about the generative AI, that the generative AI is able to generate the images and videos from scratch. So if you want to generate the videos and images from scratch, that is from nowhere, you need to learn the deep learning. It is also the building block of large language models. And now there are many large language model. The famous example is a chat GPT. So if you want to create your own small chat GPT and you want to know how chat GPT was trained and tested and how you can create your own chat GPT, so you need to learn deep learning. So these are all the reasons that you must learn deep learning in order to get a good job. Now, this is a complete and comprehensive course on deep learning. Why it is complete and comprehensive? So basically in this course, what we will do is we will implement all the existing deep learning models both in PyTorch and TensorFlow. Now, PyTorch and TensorFlows are two most commonly used Python libraries to implement deep learning algorithms. And in this course, we will learn about both these libraries. The second reason is that we will cover all the concept of a deep learning in this course, and I will explain you these concepts with very easy and intuitive examples. Now, how this course will grow. So we will start from the scratch. I will teach you from the scratch. So don't need to worry about if you do not know anything about the deep learning, then you are at a right place. I will start from the scratch. So my first topic will be feed forward neural network. So we will start from the feed forward neural network. So what we will learn inside this feed forward neural network. So we will cover all these sections, that how neural networks can be used for regression. So when we learn neural networks for regression, which is a very basic topic in order to understand the concept of a neural network, we will implement this both in PyTorch and TensorFlow. Then we will see how we can do a data classification with neural network both in PyTorch and TensorFlow. Then we will learn about the activation functions, loss function, and different optimizers which are used in neural network. Okay, after that, we will see that how we can create our own custom loss function and custom layers. Now, in libraries such as PyTorch and TensorFlow, there are many built-in loss function and many built-in layers. But if we want to create our own loss functions and own layers, how we can do it with the code. So we will learn this, and then we will learn a very important technique which is known as early stopping criteria in neural network. This criteria is used to stop the training of a neural network automatically if the neural network is not further learning anything. The second network which we are going to learn in this course is the convolutional neural network. Now, convolutional neural network is famous to perform image classification, and it is typically perform well on the images. Now, what we are going to cover in this section of the course in convolutional neural network, basically we will cover 2D convolutional network in PyTorch and TensorFlow, and we will also cover one-dimensional convolutional neural network in PyTorch and TensorFlow. Now, most of the people know only about the 2D convolutional network, which is used to perform on the images. But now we also have a 1D CNN, which is used to perform on the time series data or a text data. So we'll cover both in this section of the course. The next is the most versatile type of a neural network, which is a recurrent neural network. So in the recurrent neural network, first we will cover the most successful variant of a recurrent neural network, which is known as LSTM. So we will cover this in detail in PyTorch, in TensorFlow. Then we will also cover a bidirectional LSTM in PyTorch and TensorFlow. So LSTM is the most important variant of RNN, and we will see how LSTM can be used to perform on a time series data and text data, how we can classify the time series data and text data, and how we can use LSTM to generate the text data. So recurrent neural network also has the ability to generate the text, and they also have the ability to translate one language into other language. So they are also a type of generative neural networks. After this, we will cover the autoencoders. So autoencoders are generative artificial intelligence networks. They have three basically building blocks. They have the encoder, they have the decoder, and in middle, they have the latent network. So they can be used to generate the images, and they can also be used to remove the noise from the images, to remove the occlusion from the images. So we'll cover the autoencoders in detail. These are the four autoencoders we will cover in this course. First is standard autoencoder. In standard autoencoder, we will use the fully connected neural network layers. Then we have CNN autoencoder, we will use CNN layers. We have the LSTM autoencoders, here we will use LSTM layers. And then we have the advanced type of autoencoder, which is known as variational autoencoder. We will see that how variational autoencoder outperform the standard autoencoder. Then we have a very useful neural network which is known as generative adversarial network, the GANs. GANs are used to produce the images from the scratch or from nowhere or from the noise. And similarly, in the advanced form, GAN can also be used to generate videos from nowhere. So this is a perfect generative AI network which is used to generate the images and videos from the noise. So we'll cover this in detail. So we'll cover standard GANs and we will cover DC GAN. In the standard GAN, we will use the fully connected layers, and in DC GAN, we will use the convolutional layers. Now, going further, we will cover the transformer. Now, transformer is a basic building block of any GPT, a chat GPT, because chat GPT stand for generative pre-trained transformer. Now, what we are going to cover in transformer part, we are going to cover the transformer architecture. NLP transformer is a transformer which is used to perform different natural language processing applications. Then we will cover the vision transformer. The vision transformer is used to classify the images. And then we have a time series transformer where we will pass a time series data to the transformer. So these are the four transformers which we will cover in this course. Also, at the end of this course, we will cover a very important type of the neural networks, and we will cover a neural style transfer. Now, in neural style transfer, what we will do is that we will have the content image and we will have the style image. We will put the style on the content image to get the target image. If you see this, this is our content image and this is our target image. The image is same. The difference is that we have put this style on this content image to get this target. So this is also a generative AI technique, and this is very important. You can create so many paintings by learning this neural style transform. Now let me tell you something more. Now this is a course on a deep learning. And for deep learning, we need a very large data. In order to process a very large data, we need a GPU, which is available in Google Colab. So I will implement all the code of this course in Google Colab, and I will also tell you how to use Google Colab to implement deep learning algorithm and how to use a GPU free using a Google Colab. The other thing is that this is the first video of the course. That is the introductory video of the course. I will publish at least 2 videos per week, maybe more than 2, but at least 2 videos per week, because learning takes time. I want you to learn slowly and consolidate on the concept of a deep learning and on the concept of the implementation of deep learning. So you will see 2 videos per week of this course, and I will publish at least 200 videos of this course. So if you want to learn deep learning and you want to start a good job, please subscribe this channel and you will get 2 videos at least per week. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this introductory video.